Morning and welcome to a pre-milestone edition of 7-Figure Business Secrets. Morning, yeah, big event tomorrow I have to tell you about, and also a really important thing to tell you. Actually, the main reason for this podcast is, just got something that happened to me there yesterday, and I want to share it to you because it's a really important message in it. But yeah, first of all, about tomorrow, really exciting. I will no longer have any kids below or in single digits. My little baby turns 10 tomorrow. So very, very excited there. Lots of excitement at home. Big party planned for the weekend. Actually, 2 parties, because you have to have at least 2 parties nowadays. With lots of football to be played and all of his friends coming around. Yeah, so my little boy turns 10. God, how old am I? But yeah, so that's the excitement at home. But yes, something happened to me last night. Well, not happened to me, but my uncle died. My uncle David died, and so that was yesterday afternoon about 5:30. He passed away. He's been battling cancer for about a year, but he lives in the same town as my parents, so we've known him very well, and he's always around, and just a really nice guy. And so a little bit down about that, but in a good way as well. I think I'm down because I miss him a bit, in a weird way, and the reason I miss him, he was actually, he was a lot of fun. He was always involved in stuff. He was a bus driver, and the coolest thing about having an uncle who's a bus driver is that he used to drive the bus from my town to Dublin, which is the main city in Ireland, and it's about a 40-minute journey. But every now and again you get on the bus and he'd be the bus driver, which is the coolest thing, because he'd basically drop me almost directly outside my house, and it's a legal bus stop, and just so cool. And of course, if it was my friends and everything, you'd be waving, hi David, and that'd look really cool, and he'd make sure I looked cool as well, which is brilliant. But yeah, he was quite a good guy. He's also, he did a lot of photography. So he'd go around all the local events and everything, take the photographs, and if you met him, you're almost guaranteed to have the picture of you and the kids in, the Balbriggan Life or on whatever website he was taking the photographs for. He's very cool. He used to do the family shots at all the different events, the ones where you have to line up, so someone's 40th or someone's party or someone's baptism, or just the Christmas shots. He would do all that. And when I was growing up, he used to have a dark room in my granny's house, and that was really cool because it had all the film hanging up, and just stacks and stacks of photographs. But so always really cool. But I was in talking to him. It was less than a week and a half ago. That's hard to believe. But he was in his hospice bed, and we were just chatting, and what struck me was there were so many things that I could have brought up, like so many things, because he'd had a lot of different experiences that I was actually part of too. And as a bus driver, he used to do religious tours, so at weekends he'd hire a bus, then drive pilgrims all down all different parts of Ireland, and quite a few of my friends who are now friends, actually including my wife, was actually on these, like long before I knew them. They knew my uncle, so he's always been one of those connecting parts of my life. And when I was just chatting to him there about a week and a half ago, there's just so many things, and it was just a very interesting conversation, because he'd done a lot, and he spread a lot, and even chatting to my kids, telling them last night that David had died, and they were sad because he'd made such a huge impact on their lives, even though they're still quite young. So it's really great to see that, and it got me thinking about the usual stuff, and the bit that I want to share with you is that life is short. Life is short, but it's short, and it's there to be enjoyed. It's there to be lived and grabbed, and there's no point not trying stuff. It's why not go for it? Because you've got so much capability and so much possibilities that it's almost a shame not to give certain things a go, and that's what I really hope to encourage you to try and at least consider, is that maybe you're destined for so much more, or maybe you're destined for what you've got plus a little bit more. but you'll never know until you try. And even with David, like, there's loads of stuff he tried that didn't work out, but because he tried all that stuff, there's loads of stuff he did that did work out. And that would be my hope for you, that you try stuff, you figure it out. And I suppose, you know how I keep going on about, give yourselves options, make sure that you're not beholden to one employer, or that you've always got the capability to do things for yourself. You've got the capability to set up your own business. You got the capability to do something that you love, to spend each day serving people, just being cool and learning away. And that would be my hope for you, that if I ever meet you on your deathbed, or you meet me on my deathbed, that we've just got an amazing lump of stuff and so many different things we could pull upon and chat about, because basically we've tried loads of stuff, we've done loads of stuff, we've got so many experiences to share, and so many experiences where we connect with other people, and hence they're able to connect back with us, and we can share those thoughts and those experiences. Right, as you can see, I'm going nowhere fast in yet another traffic jam. I always seem to be speaking to you in traffic jams. So another traffic jam, here we go. So if, in case you haven't, don't forget, you can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or TuneIn or Stitcher or any of those things. Just search for 7-Figure Business Secrets. And you can also, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and then you can subscribe there as well. Right, great talking to you. Really appreciate you listening, and I shall talk to you soon.